Book bans refers to the act of restricting access to books. They typically occur in libraries, schools, or other public institutions. They typically happen because of content, parent and community challenges, administrative decisions, or in response to action by lawmakers or government officials meant to censor certain topics. The First Amendment allows for freedom of speech, and book bans would normally violate that freedom. However, censorship is neither constitutional nor unconstitutional unless the government were to explicitly ban books. The government can't create laws that ban books because of their viewpoint, but they can regulate the time, place, or manner of the book, or in ways that seem more neutral. The amount of book bans grows larger and larger every year. PEN America has documented nearly 16,000 book bans since 2021, a number not seen since the Red Scare McCarthy era of the 1950s. Most bans come from backlash from conservatives about LGBTQ, race, and other current social issues. One important state law came from Florida in 2022. Law HB 1557 is a law that affects book challenges and bans in K-12 schools. It prohibits discussing sexual orientation or gender identity in elementary schools. School districts found in violation are liable in court, which encourages the removal of all materials on the LGBTQ+ community. An executive order called Ending Racial Indoctrination in K-12 Schooling was issued by Donald Trump in January 2025. This order has a goal of promoting more patriotic education. It's not yet clear how the order will accomplish this goal, since it's been stated that it has taken effect on April 29th, although no effects have been acknowledged. In Texas, 17 books were banned from one school district's libraries. This action caused many complaints to come from parents and students, ending in lawsuits against the school district. The school district was then told to restore the books to the libraries, but only 8 were actually returned to the shelves. The majority of Americans are opposed to all book bans in public school libraries. Americans believe that it's important to teach children about diversity and adversity, even though it used to be kind of a taboo topic. Whether they be Democrats or Republicans, or neither, most Americans are against the idea of banning books. The book Persepolis was banned in Iran due to the contradictory issues expressed in the book, including views against traditional Iranian values and criticism of Iranian religion. This is an example of an effective book ban, as the book Persepolis was one that could be unsuitable for young readers because of its opposition to Iranian culture. Book bans in China have caused significant issues involving the publishing of new books around the world. While the Chinese government aimed to ban books against communism as a form of censorship, communist officials also burned newly printed books that were meant for export. This largely influenced the ability of China to sell new books to other countries, which changed the economy. Moms for Liberty is a nationwide organization composed of members who fight against curriculum in schools that involves profane, sexual, gender-based, or violent content. Members of Moms for Liberty use a website called bookslooks.com to review summaries of different books, and members also protest against keeping these books in educational settings. One significant organization that is against book bans is the American Library Association. This group works to fight against censorship and fights for the protection of free speech through writing. The organization created the Unite Against Book Bans campaign to raise awareness about challenges in book accessibility. The Conservative Party in America supports the decision of these book bans and have donated money to support the schools and states participating in these bans. Specifically, the banning of books that include topics such as gender fluidity, sexuality, and the LGBTQ+ community, and race have been common in school libraries in Texas and Florida. States with liberal governors such as New Jersey have spoken up against these book bans. These states believe that children of all ages should be educated in topics such as abortion, religion, gender fluidity, and race so that they are able to feel comfortable with themselves and their identities in society. They have protested against the banning of books. On December 5, 2023, the Fight Book Bans Act was introduced by Maxwell Alejandro Frost, Frederica Wilson, and Jamie Raskin. The bill aims to go against the book ban by giving the Department of Education permission to award grants to cover expenses related to challenging the book bans. The bill has not yet taken effect. The issue of book bans will most likely not be solved in 5 years. One of the proposed legislations to stop the book ban requires the Department of Education, which is now being dismantled. Additionally, the House and the Senate are controlled by the Republican Party, and the President is a Republican as well. Since Republicans are for the most part for the book ban and against the Department of Education, the ban will probably spread further. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Book bans are a growing issue involving politics, law, and public opinion. As we have shown, they affect what students can read and learn, and the debate about whether we should or shouldn't have them continues across the U.S. We hope this helped you better understand both sides of the issue and why it matters.